Okay, firstly, for those of you who don't really know much about the background of my work, obviously it's got a very Polynesian, specifically Tahitian flavour, and that is due to the fact that I have an annual painting residency in Tahiti for 3 months every year, which I'm extremely fortunate to have. Aside from being able to paint there, from the first year I went, Tahiti and the Tahitian culture and the people really got under my skin, and it's a place that I really can proudly say I call my second home, and I do whatever I can to get there as much as possible. And there's also a very special person here tonight who I'd really like to thank, because he's the one who made it all possible, and that is Rob Thompson from Tahiti Tourism. The director of Tahiti Tourism is here tonight, which I'm very honoured. Thank you for coming and going. But yeah, he actually discovered me. We argue about this. I reckon 7 years ago, but he says less. But yeah, I had my first residency in 2011, and since then, the Tahitian culture, the people, the mana, the land, everything about the place has just driven my work to, I think, probably the best place it's ever been. And from now on, I also derive my textile designs from the paintings I do, and that's what you can see. That's the Polynesian pop cushion range that you can see there. The paintings and prints on the wall are from an exhibition I had in Tahiti in September this year, entitled Blood and Ink, obviously based on the people and the culture of Tahiti. But you'll notice there's elements from the paintings that are in my textiles and cushions. There are a few limited, very limited edition ones. They're the ones with the faces. I just want you all to note that on the back is actual Tahitian fabric, like the dress I'm wearing. This is actually Tahitian, traditional Tahitian fabric. So they're very limited. The designer and shop that I buy them from, Venus Boutique, they do new designs annually and then they discontinue them. So what I'm wearing now, I won't be able to buy next year. So there's only 3 in that edition of the faces with the Tahitian fabric in the background, but they can be ordered with the plain charcoal hemp as well, just to let you know that. If there's any other questions about the work.
How long have you been going?
I said that already.
Well, tell me again. Where do you live?
I've been going this is my 4th trip. Now I get sponsored by the Meridian Resort. It's very important. Where do I live? The Meridian Tahiti, they opened up the 6th floor of their resort and devoted it to artist studios. They have local artists, but they devote a space each year for an international artist, and that's where Rob came in, because they sent him on a mission to find an artist, and I was lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. So now I monopolise that spot for 3 months every year. But now what's very exciting too is I'm expanding little trips to Bora Bora. So what I do from Australia is I sell packages now for people to come and join me and experience what I do in the Meridian, where I teach them how to paint in my technique. They get the airfare, accommodation, the week's tuition. I do a little bit of a tour, but now I'm extending that to a little island in Bora Bora, so that's all very exciting. So you can see it all on my website, taniawursig.com.
And on your canvases, you start with fabric.
Yes, I do. Thank you for reminding me for all those points.
Well, I found that. I didn't know.
Yeah, so all of the images you see in here, okay, the technique that I work with is my underpainting, I don't underpaint, I use a textile or some other material, whether it be paper, bark, newsprint, but this whole collection is done on traditional Tahitian fabrics bought in Tahiti. So that's where you see the motif coming through. I haven't been very clever and painted that. It's letting that, push and pull, let the fabric and the motif breathe through.
And they're real people.
Yes, and they're all real people.
Even the gardener.
Even the gardener. Tania gets around like that, guys. I didn't make him dress up like that. They are his bananas. It's terrible.
No, you got to go back.
It's your jewellery.
Oh, I'm too close. Yeah, there we go. That's better.
That's the jewellery.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, well, this fellow here, that's Philippe Arcado. He's a famous Marquesian dancer. This is Teraina. She's an engineer. She gets around in a hard hat and boffer boots, this beautiful woman there. The woman on this wall here is Mehiata Riaria, the 2013 Miss Tahiti. I can go on and on, I can name them all. So. Philippa Alcaro, I met at a dance. Teda Ina is actually a fan of mine. She asked for my autograph and I asked her to sit for me. So, I don't know, slowly I've kind of worked my way into the Tahitian community, which is just such an honour, and they seem to love me as much. And the greatest compliment a Tahitian can give you is they tell you you have the mana, and they all say, I have the mana, which is like the Polynesian spirit. The Polynesian spirit, yeah, the power. So, I'm an honorary Tahitian. Yeah.
E hanunita ko e hitata to tata to le tau